All right, welcome back to the second half of the show. This is a Signature Sport on Signature TV, and my name is Franklin Emona. On the show, you have missed, in case you're just joining us, not to worry, you have missed the first part of the show, but the second part is there for you to enjoy. But you can have a recap on our YouTube channel as well as on our Facebook handle, where you can enjoy some of the stories from the local scene. Most importantly, the African Military Games Abuja 2024, where we gave the update on Team Nigeria, currently leading the medals chart with over 80 medals. Do well rather to go back and have a recap on what you have discussed so far. All right, let's continue on the show as a man joins us all the way from somewhere right here in Abuja. Good morning, Mr. Jeffrey Obrigado. Good to have you join us on the show. It's been a while.
Good morning, my good friend. Good morning. That's the greatest of all time. Good morning, Signature TV. It's been a while, my brother. I just had to run through some fine what do they call it? Political issues and footballing issues. So I'm back.
All right, good to have you. Let's quickly feast on some of the stories that we have on our lineup this morning. Where else should we start from, if not the biggest ones that will be going down later tonight in the biggest competition in the entire Europe, and that's the UEFA Champions League. Actions that will be resuming later tonight, where Paris Saint-Germain will be traveling to go take on Bayern Munich. And of course, the likes of Manchester City will see how they can pick up their already dwindling season with a game at home to Feyenoord. And for Arsenal, they will travel to Portugal to go take on Sporting CP, as well as other games. But first off, let's start from the game at the Allianz Arena. Bayern Munich and Paris Saint-Germain. What's your take in this game?
It's a technical game. This is a technical masterclass from both clubs. Definitely, Bayern Munich are on a good run of form. PSG in the league level are on a good run of form. Though they are struggling in Europe, but when it comes to big matches, they are up there. So it's a technical game. Their players are fully fit. The last match they played against Arsenal, that was a big match. They weren't having their one of their best players, Dembele, due to some issues with the club. But now everybody is fit for PSG, and Bayern Munich are on a very good run of form. Though Vincent Company has been trying to bring back the old days of Bayern Munich, but I know that it's going to be a cracker, a tough game to call, and it's a very important game for PSG so that they can be able to maximize their points in Europe. If not, they are going to fall down the pecking order. So Bayern Munich, they're at home, Allianz Arena. That's a ground where everybody goes and they are shaky. So it's a very tricky game, a technical game. PSG are a very good. Their squad is fully fit. Everybody's on board, and definitely it's going to be a cracker. Definitely.
Next of Paris Saint-Germain, where we hear that Pascal Kimpembe will be back to the team after over 600 days off, and no thanks to injury. He suffered that injury in 2023 in February, and that has kept him out of action for almost 2 years. The UC coach Luis Enrique's introduction of Kylian Priscilla Kimpembe as a magic one, or you think that Paris Saint-Germain without Kylian Mbappe is not good enough for high-flying Bayern Munich?
Definitely based on what Kylian Mbappe has done for PSG Football Club, and he has been consistent for the years. He has been carrying the team for a long period of time. Kylian Mbappe has been exceptional for PSG. So this is a new face of PSG team. The coach is trying to get rid of the mentality that without Kylian Mbappe, we cannot be able to perform. PSG has one of the best talented players in Europe when it comes to midfield and when it comes to attack. So I see the coach trying to instill and try to inculcate his pattern into the boys. I know he when he was in Barcelona, he did that. So definitely in PSG, He likes to roam around when it comes to the false nine issue, when it comes to tiki taka, the responsibility of keeping the ball and the shame of using it. Uh,
All right, it seems that
I
we are having some technical issue. I will definitely get back to Jeffrey Obrigado as we try to restore connection. Aside of Paris Saint-Germain game against Bayern Munich slated for tonight, Manchester City will see how they can revive their season as they get set to welcome a Dutch side of Feyenoord to the Etihad. Pep Guardiola, in his last 5 games, have been able to score just 4 goals, and it has not been a easy a ride for Manchester City. They have lost all 5 games in as many as 3 competition, including losing to Sporting CP 2 weeks ago, where they were decimated by 4 goals to 1. Jeffrey, do you see Manchester City coming up against the Feyenoord at least with a win later tonight?
Definitely, it's a win for Manchester City. Though they are struggling on a very bad run and a poor run of form. It has been a very long while, over 4 years. Manchester City find themselves in such position under Pep Guardiola. So it's a very poor run of form. But Feyenoord is not a match for Manchester City at all. It's not going to be easy for them because I think Manchester City are going to get angrier, get aggressive, and they want to put a statement in this game. So it's not going to be an easy one because of the mentality and the poor run of form. For Manchester City, I see them coming out to become victorious in this game.
Manchester City have been battling lots of injuries with the latest injured player, Matthew Kovacic, and we hear that he will be sidelined between 3 to 4 weeks for Manchester City. Now, with the array of stars that have been sidelined due to injury, do you see Manchester City surviving Feyenoord, who believes that this is the best time to play Manchester City in this competition? Or you think that despite the injury worries to which Pep Guardiola have been crying, they might get all the win against Feyenoord later tonight?
Manchester City are going to feast on Feyenoord, and they are an aggressive and a wounded lion and a wounded team. They are going to feast on them. This is an opportunity for Manchester City to redefine their season because their next game is at away to Anfield. It's going to be a dangerous tie. So this is a very crucial game for Manchester City to stampede put their stamp on the ground that and they are ready to run in the season. So it's a game where they are going to feast on Feyenoord. I don't see Feyenoord as a team that is going to worry Manchester City. It's a game that Manchester City, if they lose this game, it will be in dilapidated state as a team, mentally, psychologically, and otherwise. So it's a very big, crucial game for Manchester City for them to come out victorious with a huge margin, for them to be able to contend their next game at Anfield. So it's a very crucial game for Manchester City. I don't see Feyenoord coming out victorious in this game. Manchester City are going to feast on them, definitely.
All right, we have to keep our fingers crossed to see what Pep Guardiola will come up with later tonight as they set to take on Feyenoord. All right, let's move to another theme in England that will be in action later tonight, and that's Arsenal. Arsenal over the weekend picked up a 3-0 impressive win over Nottingham Forest, and coach Mikel Arteta is hoping that the win against Nottingham will spur them to go all out against the Sporting CP of Portugal. And do you see Mikel Arteta having had some not too good moments in the Champions League in a couple of games, getting the desired result against a much more resurgent Sporting CP? It seems
It's
that
not going to be an easy one for Arsenal to prepare.
let's hear you. Let's hear you, Mr.
It's not
Jeffrey.
going to be an easy one for it's not going to be an easy one for Arsenal Football Club. It's a very tricky game. Going to Sporting CP home, a home whereby they are on a very good run of form, on a high profile form, high flying players, high flying team. Gokores is on a top run of form. They are a very technical side. They are a team that they are team. This team has been there for like 3 years. So the understanding between the players are enormous, and they are playing in their home turf. It's going to be a difficult game for Arsenal. It's not going to be easy, despite Arsenal being the stronger team. Has not been easy this season. It's going to be a tough run. And mind you, they are playing to qualify automatically for the quarterfinal. So it's going to be a very tricky game for Arsenal. Arsenal Football Club understand the duty when we're talking about this game. So it's going to be a very, very tough one. I don't see Arsenal taking the day. I just bet that Arsenal can go there and get a draw. Because if Manchester City cannot go there to win, I don't think Arsenal can. It's a very difficult game. It's not like I'm running a comparison between Man City and Arsenal, but finding it difficult for Arsenal to go to Sporting Lisbon home to win today, it's a difficult one based on the current form of Sporting Lisbon. So it's going to be very hard for Arsenal to come out victorious because Sporting Lisbon is a team to beat this season, definitely.
The likes of Bukayo Saka and Martin Odegaard know that have been the driving force for Arsenal. Arsenal, who have been lacking in a potential efficient goal scorer in the presence of a number nine, only have been at the mercy of Kai Havertz and Gabriel Jesus. But these two has not lived up to expectations according to fans of Arsenal. How do you think Arsenal can outmuscle Sporting CP later tonight? With the likes of Victor Goikares and other players of Sporting CP who have been in blistering form this season. Arsenal looks like a team vulnerable, but the coach believes they can get the job done. Who and where do you think in the department of Arsenal will be able to pick up the points against Sporting CP? Do you think their attack will come up alive, or you think that the midfield will win the game for Arsenal?
It's a very tricky one. It's a very tricky one. And the only way I can say Arsenal can win this game is via set piece. Because Arsenal this season, they have scored a lot number of goals from set pieces. I think their defenders are going to do most part of the job. Gabriel is very dangerous when it comes to set piece. Saliba is dangerous when it comes to set piece. Rice is dangerous when it comes to set piece. Moreno is dangerous when it comes to set piece. That's the only way. Bukayo Saka is one of the most important players for Arsenal this season. A dangerous player. He has been consistent this season. So it's a very, very difficult game, actually. But Arsenal Football Club, they can get edge from set piece. And definitely Bukayo Saka. And Bukayo Saka can get the play from. But it's a very tricky game. Sporting Lisbon are a high attacking side. They play a high line. And it's a team that when they go on a high line, they're coming back to defense, they come as a group. So it's not easy for you to play them through. It's going to be a difficult side for Arsenal Football Club. I believe they are going to get the result, but it's a very tricky game. Sporting Lisbon this season are on a fly. So, well, good luck to Arsenal, but the game is going to be a cracker, definitely.
Enough time to enjoy those games later tonight. Our own Demola Lukmon, Falanta's team, will be traveling to Switzerland to go take on Young Boys. Quickly, Obrigado, Ademola Lukman, one name that has become a household name in the city of Atlanta and, of course, in Nigeria as a nation. Do you see him on the score sheet later tonight?
I told you last time when they were about to play the Champions League that the mother look is going to score. And definitely he's going to score tonight. He's a prodigy, not only a household name in Nigeria, in the world of football. Ademola Lukman has written his name in the book and the book of Psalms. I'm telling you, it's a prodigy, a top player, an absolutely exceptional player. That guy is exceptional. I'm telling you, it's just a matter of years now for Ademola Lukman to move to a club where he deserves. One of the Italian league so far. So definitely he's going to put a goal into his first. Definitely, it's a goal for Ademola Lukman.
All right, we wish Ademola Lukman all the best because in performance in the Champions League as this, he will definitely boost his chance of winning the African Footballer of the Year. Atletico Madrid early kickoff will take on Slavia Prague, as well as later tonight Internazionale, that is Inter Milan of the Italian Serie A, will take on RB Leipzig. Let's move over now, Brigado. If you're still with us, let's talk about other stories aside the UEFA Champions League. Mo Salah name has been in the lips of Liverpool administrators, and Mo Salah over the weekend have come out to say that as for him, he's already out of Liverpool. Jimmy Carragher, a legend of Liverpool, came out to say that Mo Salah's statement is rather rude to Liverpool as a club. Mo Salah, in his defense, says that he has been waiting for a contract extension. He has been waiting for Liverpool to say something about his performance all season long, and yet they haven't said anything. And also throughout last season, they didn't say anything. And it's looking like Mo Salah might just be on his way out of Liverpool as his contract will be expiring this season. And do you see Mo Salah with all this back and forth remaining in Liverpool? Or you think that he has paid his dues? It's time for him to move elsewhere?
He has paid his dues. If he wants to go and earn money, he should go to Saudi Arabia to make more money. He's going to be paid in millions and dollars every week to play for any. Liverpool are playing the time waiting game. They're playing a theatrical game because they are trying to play for the future. You remember Mo Salah is not fit anymore. For a right sensing club like Liverpool, a business team like Liverpool, you understand that age is a factor when it comes to football. So they need to get ahead of Mo Salah going to another club for the next season. So them not offering a contract for Mo Salah this season, telling to trying to tell you that it's the handwriting on the wall. Musala understand that time is up for him in Liverpool. So Liverpool are trying to get in a new player, a young player that will play for the future in the next 5, 6, 7 years. So it's no longer a gimmick for Mosala to understand that Liverpool wants to bring in a younger player and they want to play without him from next season. If not with the performance that he has had this season, he's supposed to be offered a contract. So saying coming out to say it's not a very good one for Mosala because Liverpool on a high run of form. You don't need to distract any players in Liverpool distract the coach for such statements. He needs to be calm and make sure that Liverpool play one step at a time, a game at a game, so that they can be able to achieve something this season. You cannot cause a contradiction or cause a chaos, a menace, with such statement to disorganize the team and the football club as a whole. It will deep and run a deep game form when it comes to the psychological play on the players of Liverpool. So it's not a good one and not the right moment for Mo Salah to say such a statement. He should wait at the end of the season. They go into the drawing board and try to come into a contractual figure between him and Liverpool. So you cannot say that at this point in time where Liverpool are top in the Premier League, top in the Champions League, playing for the League Cup and other competition. It's not good. You want to destabilize the team. So it's not necessary for him to say that. So Liverpool are trying to get a young player for the next 4, 5 seasons so that they cannot be able to suffer the difficult teams like Manchester this suffer for a short period of time. Teams like Barcelona suffered, AC Milan suffered such things. So it's not Liverpool. It's not easy for Liverpool to suffer such things. It's not going to be easy. So they are trying to play for the future. So Musala should understand that age is a factor, and he should be ready to wait for the end of the season so that he can be able to go back to Liverpool board and they can able to negotiate it. So saying this thing in this part of time and this current stage of Liverpool team is not good at all. It's not good.
Absolutely, age is a factor in your words. But come on, aren't you one of the disciples who believe that the older the wine, the sweeter it gets? Well, for Mo Salah, as for me, when you're good, you're definitely good. And if the team has find you to be an important player, a contract extension at least a year or two with an option of a further year might just be lucrative enough for Mo Salah to put pen to paper. He does not look like a player who is definitely slowing down. At the moment, he is the record goal scorer for Liverpool so far this season with 12 goals in all competition, despite not being an out-and-out striker. He's a winger and he's doing well. All right, obrigado. Let's quickly move over now to the Spanish La Liga, where we hear that Vinicius Junior could be out for as much as 4 weeks following the ankle injury he picked up against Leganes over the weekend. And this has ruled him out of Madrid's game later tomorrow in the Champions League. And he's blaming UEFA for the too many matches to be played at the same time. Come on, is Vinicius Junior making a point there for blaming the UEFA, or he should blame his team doctor for not
Um,
being able to manage his health?
the kind of money these players have been paid, and they are complaining about too much games. I really don't understand what they are trying to say. If you're complaining about too much games, just have 2 hours to play when it comes to a football match, and you have at least 3 to 4 hours when it comes to training, at least thrice a week. You don't pay for anything; everything is given to you free. They give you a match bonus minus your fee every week. It's a match winning bonus. They give you so much bonuses. They give you so much allowances, and you're complaining that too much matches. I really don't understand what this player needs. Because during the days of the Guto Ariases, Genaskimento, Ronaldinho, I really don't understand such players that played so much games. They did not complain. Players like Zidane, players like Shevchenko, players like the Maldini, they played consistently in football, no complaint, and they are not paid such amount of money. As all these new generation, should I say Gen Z players, you play a few amount of matches, you go to injury, and you're telling us that because of too much. I really don't understand. They are paid so much to play football for us. Give us football. Let us understand that we want to enjoy football. Even if they are playing, they are not playing their all. Even if they lose match, they don't feel any pain. How many matches do you play a season that you're complaining? Me, I'm not buying that idea.
All
I
right.
go with UEFA.
Mr. Jeffrey, I can see the anger in your voice. And these guys have to play because they are being paid according to you. But let's move over now from injuries and players and talk about some players where they might just be moving come the end of the season. We hear that Manchester United are interested in our owner Victor Boniface. And we also hear that coach Julian Lopetegui's win over Newcastle yesterday might just spark a revival for West Ham following their poor form this season. Let's quickly look at these two stories in just 1 minute, Brigado. What do you think about Boniface joining Manchester United, and for West Ham, a win over Newcastle might just spark a revival for their season to help them go all the way?
Boniface to Manchester United. I hope it's not Manchester United. Maybe it's another Manchester. Because I really don't understand why Manchester United is going for Boniface. He's a good player. There he is for Bayern Leverkusen. Manchester United need a player that will press. We don't need another Zescape Nomax. I'm telling you, we need a player that will press for us. I cannot understand why Manchester United is going for Boniface. Well, it's their choice, but I don't think that story is really on the deep side because we need an authentic number 9 like Victor Osimhen. We need somebody that will
Okay.
press for us. We need somebody that can take the defenders back. We don't need a last Zeski that will come and be Rashford that will be walking all over the field. No. Please, I
Oh,
really don't
guys,
buy
I
the
wish
idea.
we can
Anybody
go
that is
on,
doing this for
Mr.
should
Jeffrey, but
go back.
time is not on our side. Many thanks to you for joining us on the show. Hopefully, we'll get you more on the show and early next time.
Thank you so much, my good friend. Signature TV, God bless you. Thank you so much, guys, and God bless you.
All right, that was Mr. Jeffrey Obrigado. He gave us his 2 cents concerning the UEFA Champions League Major League.